Hey everyone, welcome. It's Dr. Jin, and I have the privilege of sitting down with two juggernauts in this industry. To my left is Dr. Mark Tager, who is by far the leader in the field of integrative aesthetics. And second to my left is the none and only Dr. Richard Goldfarb, board-certified general and plastic surgeon, also a leader in his own right in the field of regenerative medicine. So welcome both of you guys. I'm super excited and pumped up. Let's get started. Let's have some fun. So with the field of aesthetics rapidly changing and no one size fitting all, right? My first question would be, what is integrative aesthetics?
I think there's a general recognition that we can work on the outside of somebody, but unless we are focusing on beauty from within, on generating healthy tissue, on getting great vasculature, delivering the right nutrients, things like exosomes in the right places, we're not going to get the best results. And patients today want the best results.
Can you be more specific about that? Like, how do we get better, healthier from within to optimize the results that we see on the outside aesthetically?
I think we begin by realizing that no two people on this planet have the same skin. We don't have the same genetics, environmental factors, medical history, diseases, etc. So we're looking at a personalized approach. An integrative aesthetic approach, we look for the root cause. We have some better and improved diagnostics. We take time to discuss things with patients to get to the root cause. And then what we do is we optimize nutrition, lifestyle, and we correct some of the deficiencies that have people getting not the best results. But I ask all my plastic surgeon friends, so I'm going to turn to one of them right now, and ask to Dr. Goldfarb, tell me, how is it that you do the exact same procedure on two patients, and one of them heals magnificently, and the other has delayed wound healing, things slough, they're swelling, they're red? Why is that?
Well, as you just stated, everybody's genetics is different and the way they heal is extremely different. And the best way to prepare your patient for a procedure is to make sure that they're nutritionally up to speed, and we do measure that now. We never used to do that. We used to just take them into the operating room and just do the procedure. But now we optimize their health. In fact, we'll delay a procedure based on that because we want them to heal the best they can. And I think nutrition plays a great role in how they look and how they feel. And I also think your whole program that you've put together and all the books you have written on this field have guided me to offer my patients a tremendous benefit. And we make sure that each patient gets those books.
Yeah, and Mark, tell us the name of the latest book that you just
my latest book, which will be out in June, is called Integrative Aesthetics, Your Roadmap to Practice Success. And so the first half of the book is it's a practice management book, because if you could introduce any new product or service into your practice, you've got to have a great patient experience. I mean, there's no substitute for that. From the moment they learn about you to when they get that wow, you've got to deliver great results. And then there are 5 areas I think that people can explore practices: personalized nutrition, gut health, hormones, metabolism and muscles, and longevity. I think you can dip your toe in the water. You can start having that discussion. There's some easy ways to ease into that. And I think about 5 reasons why. You will get better results. Your patients want it. You will distinguish your practice. You will satisfy the staff who want to learn more. And finally, you'll make more money. You will get a recurrent revenue stream.
So for someone like me who's a very slow reader, how do we go about doing this? I think you bring up a lot of great points about, all those 5 points that you bring up about, getting better, healthier within to achieve better optimal kind of aesthetic results. But it goes far beyond that, right? But for those in our audience and who's watching this right now, they're probably asking, so how do we get started? Are there certain tests we can do? What are some basic things we can do to get the ball rolling?
Yes. First thing, I'd really encourage people to go to some of the conferences. I know Informa, VCS, the Aesthetic Show, many of the other shows have great tracks on integrative aesthetics. So that's one thing you can do. There are some really good online training courses. I produced one called Inside Skin Beauty. There are other online courses you can take advantage of. Empire Medical has some nice courses as well. So I think that's another way to get the staff involved. So I write really well. I mean, really easy stuff. I think you could read my book. And there's a lot of pictures and charts. And if you want, maybe I'll read parts of it. Call me up. Hey, Mark, I need to read page 72 to me. But look, you can get immersed and go down these very extensive biochemical pathways. You don't need to do that. Most of what you're doing is having a conversation with patients to generate awareness from beauty from within. You are doing some basic tests. Now, these are lab-developed tests, so they're a little bit different. I mean, but if you pick one and pick up a microbiome test, if you pick a hormone test, if you pick a skin genetic test, you just need to pick one and get familiar with it. The companies will help you with that. They'll teach you and train you. And then it's what do you do afterwards? And there you can be very prescriptive, but it's not as difficult as it seems. We're very good most of us at injections, at topicals, but we can become good at beauty from within.
That's great. I think that's a lot of information, right? I think it's fascinating that we've gotten to this level.
And who can you trust?
Right, because you have all these practitioners who are just popping up a dime a dozen, and they're advertising this and that. And how do you filter through that noise? And